Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live Crossfire Cyborg Draft. This is the first official Crossfire event that we have done. So just finished the Max Awards. I had a great time with all of you. A little bit of a Max Award hangover, probably for most of us. But this is where we kick off the brand new spring season. And we start with the draft. It's going to be a brand new member in each of your families. So this will be Cyborg number 3. And then tomorrow night, we have an extended Q&A. A lot of the new changes have already been, they're making their rounds. We talked a little bit about it in the box event. We also have given some clues just to help out, just to get the information out there a little bit more. But tonight is, it's a little bit of a leap of faith too. So there is pressure in picking number 1. Our draft order is Team Vox, and then Team Sly, and then we go over to Team Arc, and then Team Mirror. And as a reminder, I'm just going to show you guys, well, what the draft rooms are looking like. Because Ron, or you and Trigger, you got the gang here. You guys panicking? While Ron gives me an answer to that question, I do want to give a shout out to Valar. Hello, 99 Army, Kills Great Mods, channel members, PDL players, sponsors, bundles, box lovers. Valar's at work, but you know she's going to listen in or watch the playback. So let me ask this question to Ron, Trigger, Julia, Jim, B-Dub, Moon, and Craven and Dimes. Do you each have a pretty good idea of who you want to go with if that person's not taken, or are you still debating it? Are you still thinking about it at this moment, or do you at least have an indication of which direction you might go? All right, Julia says yes. Sly is still on the fence. I love it. Okay, Sly is on the fence, and they're picking second. Ron kind of knows. They're still deciding. Direction, yes. Okay, so tonight's event, maybe 30 minutes. So once we get to each faction's turn, we will start a 10-minute timer. If you know, like if Ron says, yes, we know, he can say the pick is in, and you will message me. So one person, you guys can figure out, so it'll be Ron or Trigger, it'll be Jim or Julia, it'll be B-Dub or Moon, or Craven and Dimes. And if you guys can message me right now who is going to be making the selection for you, that way publicly you'll post it, you'll message me, and then I will put the pick up and let everybody know. So I'll be the first person to see it once you've decided. So if you guys can do that now, just let me know which person is going to be responsible for the pick. And again, we will be putting it up on the screen. You'll have 10 minutes. You can take the whole 10 minutes, or at 3 or 4 minutes, you can say, we know, and then shoot me a message and just let me know what the pick is going to be. All right, so let me remind you, we got some beautiful draft rooms set up. This is Vox. Now, you know, Ron had a trophy, and, you know, they got their pick, and they were just all chilling by the pool. You guys might remember this scene. Ron's over there, you know, with that trophy, having a good time. All right, so we got Ron will be picking, Moon will be picking, Dimes will be picking. Could be some good luck. And after we go to Team Vox, we'll put them on the clock in a little bit. Then we'll travel over to the Sly draft room. Look at that. Got Craven's Dragon right there. And you see everybody just hanging out. Looks like kind of a chill night. Then we go over to Arc. Love the beach action there. And then, of course, Mirror. Now, I don't know if we got any room for any more trophies. Mirror. That looks like 6. I'm not even counting, like, the portal trophies. And, I mean, and look, there's Moon again, right beside his trophy. That man is not letting go of the trophy. All right, so what we're not going to do tonight is we're not going to discuss any of the maps. That'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow night at 8:30, we will do a Q&A. You don't have to be there exactly at 8:30. Hopefully you can. But we're going to put some things up on the map. We're going to entertain some questions because tomorrow night is the night to get it all out in the open. And then Saturday night, we're going to play test. All right. You guys ready to kick off the Cyborg event? Give me a 999 if you guys are ready. All right, Ron. I'm going to take you to the stage just to show you what the stage is going to look like. The timer will reset, but those are going to be your options. And once I start the timer, I'll go to the Cyborg page. I can put up the descriptions, but those are the 12 cyborgs you have to choose from. And this is what the player profile is going to look like. So I can put that up there, let you read it. All right, Ron, your 10-minute timer is starting right now. Let me know if you want to see some cyborgs, or if you know. And if you know, you can just message me, and it'll be a very quick selection. All right, Ron wants to see Hendrix. Giving people something to think about. Yes, you can. Hendrix is the watchtower. Now remember, with the watchtower rules, Ron, it's kind of like in between the straw man and the wall. Hendrix will light 3. It's going to give you 75 points just for using that. And your team can light a total of 6 more. If you get all 9 lit up, they reset after 3. So both teams have that. But if you get it first, you'll get another 100 bonus points. So Hendrix could get you 175. And it gives you that nice boost. Now you got to finish the job, but you do get 75 points for free. All right? What else would you like to see, if anything? All right, wants to see Wick. All right, Wick has an ability called Parabellum. Target player gains a free priest prevention. Has to be used this round. It's use it or lose it. Does not change the player's class. The reason I said priest prevention is because it's the best prevention. It's universal. It can prevent anything, right? So it doesn't make that person a priest. They keep their regular abilities. They can still use their regular ability. So if you played that on a sniper, the sniper can still use SP3. They can still use Tar Trap. They just can use a prevention this turn. All right, wants to see Slim. Slim is Smoke Shady. So this particular round, Ron, the other team cannot play any lingering smokes. No Vial, no Torment, no Dust, no Mirror Smoke. So if you play that, the start of round 3, then none of those 4 players are going to be able to use any of those smokes. All right, wants to see Widow. Widow is an elusive ability. Occupy one zone for free. Now, that could be your rover or your siege player. It doesn't provide blessings, halos, or DZ points. So basically, what it does is if you play it and you say occupy bomber, you don't have to go to the bomber zone this turn. You could get a free occupy, and then you could physically walk to another one to get two. But if you say occupy DZ, you don't get the DZ points for the free occupy. You physically have to be there. If you say occupy temple, you don't go into the temple. You just get the zone, but you don't get a blessing for it. But it is a free occupy, and if you plan on doing siege, that would be one of three. Would not put out a dragon stone for your siege ability, but could occupy that, could siege it. All right, wants to see Oprah. All right, this is going to, there are 3 dragon stones. Once a dragon stone is relit, it cannot be put out again. And this has to do with Dragon Storm in round 6. So you have 3 stones. If you use this, one of those would be preserved. They would not be able to be put out. But if one of them has been put out, you could relight it with your cyborg, relight a second one with your dragon smoke. So it makes it easier to keep your dragon stones lit. And once again, if it's relit, it cannot be put out again. So if you think you're going to like doing some dragon storms, Oprah is going to help you keep those lit. And the way they're dimmed is much like Occupy. You have to go to that person's zone where there's a dragon stone, and you have to stay there until the end of the round. And that will extinguish it. And then, of course, you got to have all 3 of them lit up in order to start the Dragon Storm event in round 6. All right, you want to see another one, or you have an idea? You got 3 more minutes, Ron. And make sure to message me when you're ready to go. All right, pick is in. Here we go, everybody. Oh, yeah. Ron's going to send it over now. All right, here we go. The pick is in, and with the number 1 pick in the Crossfire Cyborg Draft, Team Vox has chosen Rambo. Rambo is going to be your number 1 pick in the Cyborg Draft, everybody. I love it. I love it. Kill all enemy Kangs in play, and they cannot play additional Kangs that round. Nice pick. That could be some major points. I mean, somebody has 2 or 3 Kangs out, Ron. Get that board wipe and then get yours out. And this doesn't kill yours. It's enemy Kangs. All right, Rambo Ron going number 1. All right, we got Team Sly chilling. So, Sly, I got to ask, was Rambo up on your board for discussion? Was Rambo serious consideration for Team Sly? I'm just wondering if it might have changed the trajectory of what Sly was considering doing. Rambo was not in their discussion. Well, you know what? Then that means you pretty much have your whole board. All right, we're going to start a 10-minute timer right now. Team Sly, you're up on the board. I think Rambo's going to fit in quite well with Monroe and with the Fly. All right, wants to see Milton. I do love me some Milton. Maybe you know the devil's advocate, Milton. Milton's ability. Nothing dies this round. Nothing. No pets. Now, walls don't die. Walls have blocks removed. Straw men don't die. But that would be the caveat to this would be if you played this and Ron played Rambo, both things would happen. The Kangs would die, but nothing beside the Kangs, because cyborg abilities can't be prevented. So that means a boss couldn't die. It means that a player could not die. A pet could not die. Nothing dies this round. But one cyborg doesn't take precedence over another cyborg. So if Ron killed all the Kangs, you can't say, we got Milton, can't kill my Kangs. It's not a anti-cyborg maneuver. All right, let's go over to Knox. But I would like a little immortality. Knox, this is a captain swap. Swap either your captain jersey with a teammate. So if someone's trying to kill the captain and you know that they're coming after you, you can swap your jersey with a teammate so they become the captain. Or you take their captain and you put their jersey on the person that you choose. And for the remainder of the half, they have to be captain. So if B-Dub's the captain and you're like, I think we want Fly Rod to be the captain, and he has to be in the game because it lasts till halftime. You take that captain jersey from B-Dub, you put it on Fly Rod, and he's got to make the calls, hits or wait, until halftime. And he also would set himself up for the kill the captain. So it's got a couple uses. All right. The pick is in. Deadly Dimes. And this is going to send a strong message to the league. With 5 minutes to go, with the number 2 pick in the Cyborg draft, Sly has chosen Smith and the slap attack. And in case you're wondering what the slap attack does, reduces selected player's base 33% this turn. All right? So that means you're getting ready to attack. You play your Cyborg. Somebody has 3,000 base. Now they have 2,000. You don't have a prevention. That could be an instant attack. You can't prevent the Cyborg. You could prevent the person's shot after that, but that's pretty dangerous. So it's almost guaranteed to pull a prevention. That could get you in one shot ability. 33% base reduction this turn. All right, we're going to go over to the ARC draft room because they're going to be next. Got their trophy up on the mantle. You can see Amon over there chilling by the beach. See Mike in. Big shout out to Trigger's Army. You can see Gronk and Tupac up there hanging. So I'm going to start a 10-minute timer, and we'll let ARC ask any questions. Two Cyborgs now off the board. They want to see Wonka. Wonka's a little bit of nonsense. Remove target player from the temple. That player cannot re-enter the temple at all this half. That could lock down the golden orb. Could be as frustrating as Dominari for some, depending on when you use it. But it could also make somebody get in the temple a little bit early. So if they get 1 or 2 rounds and you use this, well, they're definitely not getting 3 and 4. So they're going to have to be super focused for the next 3. So this could change the dynamic of the golden orb. So not only could be 100 points for you, could also be some blessings. All right, this one came out last season. I like this one too. The High King. Double the value of all Kangs this round. Now, unlike the Milton, the Kangs could still die. This is not in direct correlation. So if you doubled all your Kangs and Ron killed them all, they would still die. They can still be attacked, so on and so forth. Because the double the value does happen. Just because the value's doubled does not mean that you get the value of them, because they still have to cap. But if you've got 3 or 4 Kangs out there, this could be up to a 200-300 points, right? Or at a minimum, it's going to force somebody to attack your Kangs. That does. It includes your opponent's Kangs as well. All Kangs on the board. So ideally, you'd like to play 3 or 4 or kill a couple of theirs. So yeah, you want to use it when you got more than them. All right, they want to see Abe. Abe is pretty straightforward. Extinguish all strawmen. Now, obviously you're not going to use this if you have the strawman, right? You'd use a different cyborg. But if you have certain types of cyborgs, you want versatility. So this could be one of those situations where if somebody does get strawman control on you, you got this, and you can always put them all out. And then guess what you can do? You can immediately light yours up, because the cyborg ability happens first. So if somebody had 3 or 4, you extinguish theirs, and then you immediately light yours. So could flip the game. And it could allow you to be a little nonchalant early on with the straw man, that you don't have to worry about it round 1 and round 2, because you know that you can take control of straw man in round 3. Got about 5 more minutes. Let's see if Ark has some more ideas. All right. Arc still going down to the wire with about 3 minutes to go. About 2.5 minutes to go. All right. The pick is in. With the number 3 pick in this year's Cyborg draft, Team Arc is going a little shady with Slim. A lot of utility with this Cyborg. Other team can't play Lingering Smokes this round. No Vial, no Torment, no Dust, no Mirror Smoke, and all heals are 50% effective by them this round. That is a sneaky, sneaky good Cyborg. So the nerfed healing is huge, but none of the other Lingering Smokes as well. This was kind of a sleeper, I think. All right, and we've got one more team left to pick. It's the champs. So you know they've got a strategy for what they want to bring. I'm going to start the timer, Moonshot. Give you guys 10 minutes. As I said, this will be a quick event tonight. Once Mir gets their pick in. Oh, the pick's in. Oh, whoa. Wow. They wasted no. You know what? J-Law might have some competition for the Speedster Award next season. All right, with the number 4 pick and concluding tonight's Crossfire Cyborg draft, Team Mir adding Hendrix to their team. Congratulations, and we know that Watchtower is going to be in play. So, looks like Mir not only can be a force with the walls, they might be a force with the Watchtower too. So, very good draft, everybody. And looks like most people walked away with what they were hoping to get. Ron with the number 1 pick, of course. Sly got their pick. Arc, their pick was Slim and Hendrix. So each has its own kind of ability. And not only can Vox increase the Kang advantage, yes, I was not surprised by Ron's pick. I thought the pick was very good for Vox. I I can see a 200 to 300 point advantage with that if it's played right. Not surprised by Sly. I had it between Smith and possibly gaining a prevention. Arc, I was the most surprised. I thought Arc would go Widow. And Mir, no surprise with Mir. I figured Mir would go after the Watchtower. So a couple of them were right in line. A couple of them I was a little surprised. But that's what makes these cyborgs so cool. Now, Ron. Why would a priest be looking down at the Hebrews? What, Ron? Come on now. You're gonna lose your priestly status. I think Crimson was right. Crimson, you definitely have validation to call him Satan right now, and I will agree with you. I mean, he's talking about the Hebrews. That is Satan. I think Widow is very, very good. And I think Wonka is very good too. Like, those two to me, with the amount of movement, might be sleepers. We might get some people that go back and they look at Widow and Wonka. JJ went. JJ, that wasn't a dad joke. That was a father joke. I see. I did. I made a dad joke out of a father joke. Yeah, I agree. I think some people are afraid. I do agree, Ron. I think the Oprah will be a sleeper, but I think people were afraid to take Oprah because that seems to be what there's the least amount of knowledge on. And they might be thinking, hey, I got enough dragon smoke. We can just use dragon smokes. But if somebody puts out 3 of your dragon stones, now they only got to put out 1 of them if you don't relight it. But if they put out all 3, you're going to have to use 3 dragon smokes to light them back up. You're playing dragon smokes, guess what you're not doing? You're not playing other smokes. No seal smokes. And I think what Ark did is Ark got a little bit of a lockdown too, because the healing is good, but you guys go a whole round, you can't play any dust, can't nerf them. Can't play any vial, can't break their seals with vial. Now you can play vines. Vines is not a lingering smoke. Can't play mirror. And if they go after your boss and you use Regis, now you're going to make Regis 50% effective. So I think that Sly and Ark both played to their strengths. Like I said, I didn't expect Ark to go with Slim, but the fact that you can nerf the healing kind of is the same with their style. And with Sly, that looks to be kind of their new style. It's the new style. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And when I'm on the mic, the suckers run. I'm out rocking Mike D and you ain't, and I got more juice than White Castle got paint, got rhymes that are rock and rhymes that are slick. I'm not surprised you're on Mike D. Okay. Sorry, I went new style. But I do think that Mirror's playing to Mirror strength, Vox is playing to Vox strength, and Sly is playing to the gear. So I think that's a good choice for Sly to play to the gear with that base attack. But, you know, if you play a heavy, it is a little risky too. Now, look, they got other options. They may say, you know what? We're only going to use Smith when we're playing beast mode, because they may want to use Dolly. They may want to use something else. But at a minimum, you're going to get a prevention out. You lower that base, the AP's coming. All right. You know what? I promised you guys an early event, an early night. We're going to keep this thing at 45 minutes. All of y'all have 3 cyborgs. It seems a little weird that a year ago, right? A year ago, we were talking about cyborgs for the first time. And I told you guys, I said, wait until we're on like draft 3 and draft 4, and you got a whole selection to choose from. That you guys are going to have so much fun with these cyborgs. Well, here we are. This is the 3rd, and now you guys each have 3 options of cyborgs to choose from. All right. You guys have a great night. Thank you for being here tonight, making a little bit of time to chill with us. I told you guys it's going to be a busy week. Tomorrow night, be ready. Ask your questions. Ask the tough questions. Because I think we're in a good spot with the brand new Battleground. But if I miss something, tomorrow night is a chance to ask it. Saturday night, we will have captains and commanders, and you'll get at least a half a game in real time to play. All right, everybody, have a good night. I will talk to you all tomorrow night for our Crossfire Q&A. Talk to you then.